All right, what up, though? You know what it is. If you don't know what it is, Anti-Social Files, back at it again. Volume 10. Best time to do it. Summer Madness 6 recap. Just coming back from the flight. Just came back from New York. Had an amazing time overall for the last 10 days. Summer Madness 6 was definitely the climax of that whole trip. That's what we came for. Me and my lady. I was going to do a recap with her. But, you know, time is one thing, you know, all that type of shit. But that's no big deal or nothing. We gonna just get straight to this recap, man. Summer Madness 6 from my experience. Shit was dope. The tickets weren't sold out. The event wasn't sold out, but it was still a thick line across the fucking corner, you know, wrapped around and shit. You see people out there, you know, Ryder, Excel, you know, a few other folks, Yak Man out there selling his merchandise, you know. You're not even selling it, but promoting it, you know, giving away his t-shirts, the skull caps, the ashtrays, the packs. You already know you either at the table or you're on the menu. No comment! But but yeah, that was, you know, the outside experience was usually dope. Me and my lady, we had to wait though, because I had a friend of mine that produces and records videos for Calico, part of the Landslide. And we had to wait outside for him. So when the line was, like, when the doors opened up, we had to let everybody else in and wait for my mans, because he said, you know, you coming in with us. And at first, you know, it's like, you know, it's in Detroit shit, Fast News showing up late. But come to find out, half the entourage from Landslide was already outside. My niggas, Blackface, Jay Rothstein, you know, Easy Money, that nigga. Couple other folks. But Calico ain't show up till like, what, 20, 30 minutes later after the regular entourage that my homeboy was with. You know, when you see the Calico and Briz Rothstein battle, you know it's like only one nigga with like a ski mask on, you know, like one of the, like, the face mask, getting see nothing but your eyes. He was supposed to come through with everybody having a mask, but last minute niggas, you know what I'm saying, couldn't get to do it, so we came in without the shit, but we was all geared up, nigga. We was all dressed in black. Even my lady, she had the black top with the purple skirt. But everybody came in dressed in black, nigga, with they Landslide shirts on. I came in with my Detroit bad boy shit, you know, still repping my city. But we came in, we missed the first battle, which was the surprise battle, New Jersey versus Cortez. I came in, I only asked like one person who they thought won, and the first person said it was Jers, and the other nigga said it was, like, he's like, what? And he's like, so I was like, And I saw one clip only from there, like from Instagram, and it looked like Cortez was in his bag. It's his first Summer Madness, man. You know, he been working his ass off. So he was gonna show out in his first Summer Madness, especially it being a surprise battle. But you know, the crowd's gonna be behind New Jersey, so we'll see how that turns out. That's the only battle that wasn't on pay-per-view, for those who don't know. The first battle, or the second battle, let me get to the schedule. The first battle was JC versus Rum Nitty. We came in right around the time the first round was ending. So, we came in around the second round, basically. So, I told niggas, man. I told niggas JC wasn't gonna play. Now, granted, Rum Nitty was fighting his ass off. He had some punches and shit. I had to watch the whole battle to see that shit. But from JC was not playing. I told niggas, this is JC's prolonged Summer Madness debut. It took him 4 years since he was supposed to be on the first one versus John. So you knew he had to show out. And he had some cold shit for that ass. You ain't holding toast, you just vaping, blowing smoke. The moonwalker, oh my God. Oh my God. Niggas like to use that dancing shit against him. He used that dancing shit against his opponent, and that shit fucking worked. So, from my perspective, and for me coming in halfway into the battle, niggas are saying JC got him 3-0. Like, Rum Nitty fought, but JC got a 3-0. I dapped up Rum Nitty, and he was like, damn, man, fuck that battle. So he felt like he might have lost. And I think I saw him on Instagram or Twitter saying that that JC definitely won in the building. Oh yeah, JC was not playing. I told niggas that was going to be his first test of him testing the big stage. That big stage received him. You heard niggas in the crowd saying, where the fuck is Lux? And he responded like, yeah, where the fuck is Lux? So, beloved, look like you got some yak time business to deal with. Next battle, T-Top versus Av. This one surprised me, because I said on the predictions on my Instagram that punchlines is going to translate better than stories. And I also said that T-Top does know how to study his opponent. He knows what to come with, what not to come with. So, in that sense, Av definitely came with his punchlines. He came in the first round swinging hard. I can still get you your battle with Cal, nigga, 40 or 50. That shit was hard. This dirt on top like hood fridges. Like me and Kendall was like, that's like a on cam bar. A couple niggas responded on camera. But me and like Kendall, he's like, man, he's like, nigga, like that's my homeboy's name who got me into that shit. Thrax beats, you know, shouting, like, you know, hook up with the nigga. He did Landslide, he did Calicos and Snoop Dogg's We Up. I spend a lot of money on my re-up, you know, that shit. But that's my day one. I know him as Kendall. But he tapped me on the shoulder like, hey, that's just true, man. Hood fridges and the freezers be dirty as fuck. So yeah, Av was snapping in this first round like I expected, but T-Top came in with the first bar and just took over that first round. He came in swinging, snapping, punching. That Top wasn't playing. He showed why he is the overall veteran of Summer Madness other than Av, who making his SM debut. Second round was kind of a bit iffy. I think Top got that one. The third round was a definite. Both of their third rounds was crazy. The crowd might have been acting funny on some of them, but that third round from Top and Av was crazy. Av had a sick ass angle coming in there in this third round, and even T-Top had a sick ass angle. Both of them mentioned, like how I said on my recap on my predictions blog about Briz being their homie. You know, Av on Cave Gang, T-Top, you know, being Park Life and Dark Side. They've been signed with each other since way back in the day. You know what I'm talking about. So they both like Av had a dope one talking about that's the bridge in the circle, like the Golden State symbol. And even T-Top in his third round, the one that took, he said, I ain't gonna talk about how you stole that or stole this, because say, I think you even stole, like he stole, like nigga, you even stole Briz. That one took the third round. So you can say 2-1 either way. Mostly towards T-Top. But he proved me a little bit wrong. You know, he, like I said, he studied his opponent. He know how to come with punches and come with stories. He know how to mash it all together and make a W out of that. So you could probably say T-Top 2-1 in that battle. Next battle, Hitman Holla versus K-Shine. Everybody was anticipating some bullshit happening in this battle. And in a certain sense it was. Beasley first came out and said that it was time issues. One nigga was worried about was going to have at least 3 minutes of material, while another nigga was worried about only having 3 minutes of material. And you see which one had the most material. Hitman came out and got booed. He got booed on his way when he got on the stage. He got booed. I didn't boo him, but he got booed when he got on that stage. Because niggas just knew, or they felt in their minds that he was the one that's going to come with less material. K-Shine came out, he from Harlem, so he going to get the most reception. But K-Shine was not ready for this Hitman. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. Not saying that, like, Hitman proved niggas wrong. Let's just say it like that. Hitman proved a lot of niggas wrong. He came in booed, he left out with niggas screaming ball gang when he finished his round. He surprised a lot of niggas. He shut a whole bunch of niggas up. He shut me up, coming with 3 full rounds and not remixing a damn thing. Battle rap, you doing good. I'm thinking about Mike P's post. It's a good day for battle rap when you got a Hitman coming with 3 full rounds and they remix shit. And everybody from the first to the third was expecting him to do a remix, and he didn't remix it. I was surprised. Like the Robo, I was waiting for the RoboCop line to get remixed. After looking back at the show out prop, that wasn't a remix. That was a freestyle. Hitman just he even posted on his Instagram that Nick Cannon flew show out to New York for him to support his brother. And that's some dope shit. So I know that, I'm betting that Hitman, told him, I got a line, I'm gonna have a line for it, I'm a beast and you know that. I bring it to your show, clap my brother out of jail. Nigga, don't make me go back. When that happened, it was like, is that gonna be a remix? But no, that was like a freestyle at the end of his second. Anyway, but as far as analyzing around, Hitman had a definitely solid first round. K-Shine definitely came in with a solid first round, so that's a debatable first. The second round definitely goes to Hitman because he had some angles, had some punches, and that show out joint at the end of it talking to Shine about how he played Rex and how him and the difference between Rex and Shine, him and Verb. And that's a fact too. Hitman and A-Verb gave each other their first ultimate signatures. A-Verb gave Hitman his first Showtime on everything. I'm sure how much shit he never seen. Hitman gave Verb his first remix. Shoot soon as I get in, like I'm J.R. Smith. He said we got paid to let the video together. You gave a fake five from the same hand that used to feed you. He's like, nigga, what the fuck? So yeah, that angle was dope. And then on top of that, K-Shine's round on the second was not popping. His punches weren't working, and then he brought in Big T to make it worse, and it didn't work. And then on top of that, Hitman came with a rebuttal on his third round on Big T. And like niggas like, I'm in my bag. He's like, nigga, I'm in my bag. So that's a rebuttal. I'm in my bag. So Hitman was not playing. So the third round may be the most, I ain't gonna say the most debatable because Hitman definitely came in with a hard ass third round. But K-Shine, when he wants to get in his bag, he knows how to come with some solid thirds. Like the Professor Shine shit. Like the JC Michael Jackson shit. But this was that K-Shine in the third round. Like he gave out a wildin' out game and threw that shit to the crowd. Like, Hitman is so soft, he's so off, like all that shit. That was dope. That what made give him the edge in that third round. But it's a 2-1. 2-1. I said 3-0. Hit 3-0 in the building. It may be a 2-1 on camera between Hitman and Shine. But definitely a good battle. A good way for Hitman to show up on the stage that made him. He saw everybody commenting on Instagram and Twitter and all that shit. And he said, fuck responding to y'all niggas physically or verbally on the social media. I'm about to just get in this ring and show y'all why y'all love me. And he did just that. I came up to him after the battle. I was like, dog, you shut me up, man. So shout out to Hitman Holla, Aries gang, nigga. He may be incredible and wilding out on MTV, but he ain't forgot where the fuck he came from. So I'm waiting to see who we got next. Next battle, Calico versus Briz Rothstein. Once again, Thrax, Kendall, you my nigga. Day one, always. Because of him, you gonna see me on that stage on Calico's side when that battle dropped. I was like way at the end, sitting on the speaker. But me and my girl, we was able to be one of the many motherfuckers that Beasley tried to get off the stage. Because they talked upstairs about how many people he's going to have. And then when we got down there, we were still all too bunched up. And Beasley's like, this is what we was just talking about. But no, we ain't leave, nigga. We stayed down there. Briz had a few of his niggas, but we was ganged up, nigga. Landslide, Detroit, all of us was up in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, Cal and Briz popped off. Mic issues is what fucked it up for a minute. But when Briz started off, he didn't sound on. The first round, threw me off a little bit. I was pulling for both these niggas to come with their hardest shit. And Briz in that first round kind of, I ain't gonna say disappoint. He did disappoint me. I ain't gonna lie. That first round disappointed me. I was waiting to hear some of the shit he had since Gnome 6 and Gnome 7. You know what I'm saying? He had the angles and punches and shit, but it just didn't connect as much as he did versus Arsenal and Ill Will. So once Calico came in his first round, so many bars I'll never hear static again. You know what I'm saying? That first round, Calico, all day. All day. He did the same shit he did against Tay-Rock, just said, fuck Briz, went to him and T-Top and Tay-Rock, did some shit on their ass and crowd went crazy, man. Because they love that nigga. When he comes with this shit, they love him. Second round goes in. Briz, he builds himself up. He builds himself up back to the Briz that we know he was going to beat. And had the jokes, had the punches. He had some shit. Calico in his second round, he was going off angle a little bit. He was going off his, when T-Top was starting off and Chip Clips was talking about how you're not focused on your opponent. That's the type of shit that Calico was on. Trying to do one of those those real Detroit stories type of shit. Just the visualization stories, and it didn't work out because he wasn't connecting to her Briz a lot. So once he got to that getting ass from a real life Betty Boop, niggas started to boom, and this is gonna basically say it was 1-1. Basically, Briz had round 2. Third round is the one that's probably the most debatable because Briz he definitely he took a little bit of a shorter time in the second round to get on his shit, and Calico did the same thing. He did what he did in the second round and went back to some more punches to get him back on his shit in the third. So that third round will be the most debatable. 2-1 either way. Would we call it a classic? I doubt it. But it was definitely something to show that Briz was ready to make his way up to the top, and it definitely showed that Cal is still ready. I wanted him versus Clips. We'll probably see that later on down the line because he definitely mentioned that in his battle. So who knows? 2-1 either way. And then the main event, Calico versus Hollow the Don. The shit was crazy with Hollow because when we was outside on the line, Hollow was out there, no haircut. You gonna see the battle. That nigga ain't had no haircut, no shape up. That nigga was out there in his looking clean in his loyalty over money shit. He had on a different hoodie outside than when he had on the inside. You gotta change up for the event. But, he was out there selling his t-shirts, dapping up the fans and shit. And when we got to the corner, everybody was like, damn, this nigga must be ready, nigga. He ain't got no shape up. This nigga talking shit. Niggas like, he ready, nigga. This nigga must be ready to fucking battle. So once we got closer to the line, niggas, the cats I was with, everybody talking shit. It was like, it's Hollow ready. Like, you ready? You ready? It's a video I got on my Instagram and Facebook that shows the shit. My girl excited because that's her favorite battle rapper. So she got a Snapchat with him, and I had to fuck with him a little bit. Hey, niggas, that's my girl, nigga. But hey, I fuck with Hollow heavy, man. And I had to tell him that I was on Tay-Rock's side. I pulled for the underdog in this battle. I knew that Hollow was gonna give him the business, but I wanted Rock to show up, and he did. Rock showed up. This the difference between a Tay-Rock going against up and comers and the Tay-Rock versus top tiers. It's a difference. Look at Gnome 6 and Gnome 7. How he did Rum Nitty and Chess. He just gumbarred him a lot. He had a couple of angles and shit for him. He taught him this. He did his usual things against them niggas. When it comes to niggas like Arsenal, Calico, Hollow the Don, when it comes to them dudes, he knows how to evolve. Where Arsenal, he got hella disrespectful. With Calico, he did some real talking. He got in his space. Especially when Calico got in his space in the first round. And with Hollow, he knew he had to come with a few angles. He knew he had to come with a few flip bars that Hollow had. That joke, it's your profession. I put an apple in your mouth, hang you. That's a roasting session, That's he had some shit for that ass. So first round, Tay-Rock came in. The coin flip. Tay-Rock wins the coin toss and goes first. That surprised everybody, and that not even surprised. It amped up everybody. Because you would probably expect Hollow to go first, especially with Hollow being a rebuttal master. You wouldn't want to go first against a motherfucker that rebuttals his ass off and he don't rebuttal. So with Tay-Rock going first, being that brave, it was like, oh shit, he is ready. Because Tay-Rock was outside a little bit too, but he didn't look as relaxed as Hollow. He looked tense, focused, ready. So when that coin flipped and he won a coin toss, he took off his jean jacket and said, they say I can't gun bar him to death. The mic wasn't even on, and he was going off. He was like, fuck that shit, turn my mic up. So Rock was ready. He came in that first round like he usually does his second rounds. Gun barring the fuck out this nigga, punching his ass off. He had some shit for that ass. Hollow, though, came back just as hard. It's not a whole lot of shit I remember in that first. I gotta watch the bootlegs, man. I'm gonna watch that shit in a second. But the first round was hella debatable. Because Tay-Rock came in like he did in the second, and Hollow came in right back at his ass. Second round, Rock. Second round Rock, nigga. I was surprised. I guess this is what I mean by him evolving. The second round he had against Calico and the second round he had against Arsenal just shows his evolution and how to come against niggas. This second round he had was a dope ass angle, talking about, nigga, you doing homeless for my city, nigga, what have you done for Queens? And then, to the end, talking about him battling disaster and not informing math about it. That angle was dope. He had some small jokes in there. He knew what to do. So the first half of that second round, he had a story that definitely connected. And then the rest of that second round, it was spaz time. Another cut. Then another cut. Like the seatbelt won't. Ah! I did exactly that before he even finished that bar. Right when he said seatbelt won't work, I was like, oh my God. And that, if you see the battle, was the bar of the night. That was the haymaker of the night. Similar to Shotgun Suge's putting a potato on the nose. This time I was able to see that shit happen. I went nuts. Everybody went nuts. But that was, oh my God. That shit was nuts. It's like Rock always has great performance, but how he did the shit and like in the action, like the action of it, and then when he said seatbelt, I was like what the fuck? I lost my phone and it was dead when that shit happened. I had it in my pocket, so it fell out my pocket when that shit happened, man. And then so Rock was snapping in the second round. Hollow came with some shit too, but it wasn't enough for Hollow second. Wasn't enough. So then the third round comes in. Rock had some more shit in there too, but it wasn't enough to hit him like he usually, like how he should have. He didn't knock him out, as far as I'm concerned, because Hollow came in, did his shit, had a dope ass angle, you know, talking about why the rappers be lying. Hold up. Then he battled back with Rock. Oh, and speaking of Rock and gun titles, nonetheless, man, shout out to Susar's mom showing up for that whole event, man. You know, that's some dope shit to do in this sense, you know. Surf battled both these guys. He's like, you know, he's partners with one of them. So, and even with Rock doing a Code 4 body line, that shows you that's his boy, man. That's his boy. So, shout out to Surf. Free Surf. Peace to Mrs. Cox, if that's her real name, if that's her last name. You know, people have different surnames or whatever, but the whole battle was dope, man. Hollow, like I said, he had an angle in, like he had a real life angle where people didn't react hard, but they definitely listened and resonated, and it worked enough for Hollow to get that W. So 2-1 on Hollow to Dime. Definite classic. Definitely was glad to see that shit live, man. Definitely, man. The Summer Madness 6 was dope as fuck. I'm glad to come there for a second time. And I'm definitely looking forward to come back there for Summer Madness 7. Hell no. Who knows? Maybe Gnome 8. Because Tay-Rock's, of course, still going for Conceited. So he's saying Summer Madness for that. But Gnome 8, I think might be even dope. Because Hitman is back. Who knows if he'll take another check soon. But if he's on Gnome 8, I'm thinking it's going to be against Tay-Rock. So, shout out to URL. Shout out to everybody that showed me love. You know, shout out to everybody that, you know, that was there for a good ass event. For those who just felt like it was a lackluster, fuck you. Straight up, man. Y'all expectations are too high. Appreciate what y'all got. Battle rap is watered down, but let's appreciate what we got, okay? Hitman was the best I've ever seen him in years. Hollow and Rock had a fucking classic. The new guys that showed up, Brum, JC, Av, Bridge, they showed up at Summer Madness. So, y'all niggas better stop complaining. I had a great time. My girl had a good time. Enough said. So, that being said, Summer Madness 6 is definitely a classic in the books. URL, y'all did it again. Peace out. Anti-Social Files, Volume 10.